Ahoy Vashikni. If you're new to my channel, I'm Jen and I make videos about an expat's life living in Prague, Czech Republic. I have noticed that a lot of my viewers are Czechs and they write and tell me that they use my videos to learn English. But today I thought we'd do something a little different. Let's call it 5-minute English. I'm going to go over some of the expressions I used in this week's video and teach them to you. So first, if you want me to continue making this type of video, let me know in the comments below. And second, this video will not have Czech subtitles because the goal is to learn English. Are you ready? Let's get started. And by the time the weekend came, I was so exhausted that I had no energy to do anything, many weeks. And so I would sort of make myself feel better with retail therapy. Retail therapy means to go shopping to improve your mood. This usually means shopping for something you don't need, like some new clothes or some video games or some toys. It's something we do when we're depressed or stressed, and it relieves our mood only for a short period of time. It's been a really tough week. I need some retail therapy. Retail therapy usually makes me feel better until I check my bank account. And a lot of people who can afford it love to come to Europe. And when they get there, they don't want to skimp. To skimp on something means to spend less money, less time, less effort, or less material than is necessary. It's a negative action. The building owner skimped on the reconstruction and he only bought the cheapest materials. And now everything's falling apart. The cook skimped on this goulash. There's not any meat. It's only gravy and onions. Our company skimped on the Christmas party this year. Last year, there was an open bar, and this year, the boss told everybody to bring their own alcohol. And so a lot of Americans end up going into debt. This is really weird for Europeans to understand, but a lot of Americans use credit cards and they just carry a debt of thousands of dollars. Debt is something that all Czechs mispronounce. There's no B. Just leave out the B. Debt. Debt. Usually we are in debt. In debt means we owe money to someone, to the bank. We are in debt. I am in debt to my brother who lent me 20,000 crowns to buy a car. I need to pay him back. I am debt-free. Debt-free. That means I don't owe anyone any money. And we have an expression to carry a debt. This is particularly American. It means that we have a credit card and we spend, let's say, $1,000 on the credit card. But the credit card company lets us carry a debt. So we don't have to pay it all back at the beginning of the month. We can make a smaller payment, let's say $30, and we can carry the rest of this debt. And every month just pay minimum $30, $30, $30. And this is how the debt grows. The average American adult carries a debt of over 90,000 US dollars. What? That includes credit card debt, student debt, medical debt, and mortgages. Mortgages is another word that all Czechs mispronounce. It means hypotéka, a mortgage. Just don't say the T. The T shouldn't even be there. Mortgage, mortgage. The only debt I have is the mortgage on this flat. You don't need to break the bank to go and have a lovely time on vacation. To break the bank means to spend more money than you should, usually on one big purchase, like a vacation or a car or a house. Picture a child's piggy bank and them breaking it to spend all the money. We really broke the bank on our trip to the United States last year. This summer, I think we're gonna stay local. I don't wanna break the bank on a new car. Let's just buy a reliable used car instead. You kind of have to have a good car. I mean, you don't, but this is like, keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody wants what everybody else has. Who are these Joneses and why are we keeping up with them? Jones is a very common American surname. Everybody knows someone whose last name is Jones. And to keep up with someone means to go the same pace or to go the same speed. So when I'd run with Hansa, it's really hard to keep up with him because he's a really fast runner. So to keep up with the Joneses means to spend money at the same pace as your neighbor. Maybe Mr. Jones, your neighbor, bought a new car and so your husband wants to buy a new car. Or maybe Mrs. Jones took a holiday in Dubai and so you feel like you should take a holiday in Dubai. A lot of people go into debt just to keep up with the Joneses. That's all for today. If you haven't seen this week's video, I'll link it below. And if you want more of these type of videos, let me know in the comments so I know if I should keep making them. Uvidíme se v středu. Ahoj!